4 years ago, I visited a toy show in Carlisle for the first time. The Toys for the Ages Expo is a Pennsylvania show run by longtime collector of 70s and 80s memorabilia, Andy Cook. And Andy took a similar approach to designing a toy show that he did toward his own collection. He aimed to curate something special, a fascinating variety of offerings, but with quality and care at the forefront. I was invited to the Toys for the Ages Expo by my friend Pete LaRose. He was setting up as a vendor at the 2021 event and suggested I join him for the weekend. And I'm so thankful to him for the opportunity and so glad I made the trip that year. There are a handful of toy show trips that inevitably become more than just a trip to a toy show. It was there that I first met other passionate collectors like Chad Plouffe, Matthew Kraling, and Matthew Mitchell. I remember talking to a dealer at a booth and was stopped by someone who knew my voice from the podcast. And that kicked off a conversation with Lucas Henkel, a collector from the Hershey area, and we became instant friends that day. And since then, Lucas has gotten married, traveled down to the Peach State to attend meetups with the Georgia Alliance of Star Wars Collectors, and he's even introduced me to some of his friends, like Anthony Strom and Ricky Hershey. Caveman Toys and Collectibles owner Kevin Mann drove down to Pennsylvania from Maine for each one, bringing a number of friends along with him for each adventure, like Alex Coulthard. In addition to seeing my Maryland-based friend Mark Ryan, I met his friend and business partner Christian Kuhn there, and the two of them run the Maryland Toy Expo together, which I attended in the previous episode last month. I also met one of Andy Cook's dear friends, Bob Mistrella. In the years since that first expo, Bob has opened his own toy store, Uncle Bob's Vintage Toys, which is located in the town of Lemoyne, Pennsylvania. And of course, I met Andy and was able to experience all that he envisioned for a toy show in Carlisle. Before that first weekend ended, I had purchased 4 carded Luke Jedi figures from a vendor named Spencer Myers. Spencer is a Carlisle local. He only sets up at one toy show a year, and he always brings some of the best Star Wars items, along with favorites like G.I. Joe, relics from the 70s and 80s, as well as more modern fare, like Pokemon cards. Spencer's prices and offerings are some of the best on the East Coast, and many collectors travel to the expo just to hunt at his table. And while the Toys for the Ages Expo has become known for its fantastic finds each year, the real draw is the unique and connective experience for toy collectors. The show has a very intimate feel to it, and many of the vendors and shoppers know one another. There's a kindness in the air at the show, which I believe is another effect of Andy's example and curation. And after setup on Friday night, many of the dealers and attendees share a meal together at a local pub or restaurant. There's the opportunity to tour toy shops run by our friends during the weekend, to visit spots like Uncle Bob's Vintage Toys or Kelly Donnelly's Retro and Rad. At its core, it's a weekend together. It's a multi-day experience of planned events and impromptu moments, centering around a toy show that our friend created. Andy has put his heart into each event, making it a place where rare pieces surface, where people can buy, sell, and trade cherished collectibles, and where memories are made. But more importantly, it's a place where friendships form and are cultivated. In some ways, the weekend feels more like a family reunion. It's become a permanent fixture on our collecting calendars, and so many of us look forward to returning to the Toys for the Ages Expo every summer. It gives me a chance to hang out with Pete, a fellow Empire State Star Wars Collecting Club member, for a weekend. And I also get to see members from other regional clubs, like Eric Janicki from the DC Area Club, Andy Loney and Steve Renzi from the Pennsylvania Star Wars Collecting Society, as well as various collectors from the Northeast Club. We shop the show together, running into more of our friends, and introducing everyone to everyone else, until we all know one another. We hunt for items for our friends and witness their amazing finds as they unearth them. We travel from table to table in the hopes of landing something for our personal collections, and we share the scores and moments with those around us. We laugh and talk collecting over late-night pizza, sandwiches, and drinks. We travel, we set up, we anticipate, we shop, we chat, we laugh, we eat, we sleep, and we do that for a few days in a row. And it all takes place at the Toys for the Ages Expo. This year marks the final year in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. As Andy announced recently, the Toys for the Ages Expo is ready to graduate to a newer and larger location. The show is growing. People are traveling from farther and farther locations, and word of mouth builds for this incredible show. And so, before we head to Gettysburg in 2026, we have one more weekend in Carlisle. This is an exciting farewell to a venue, a town, and a show that has been one of the best on the East Coast for vintage and modern Star Wars and toy collectors. This is part one of the 2025 Toys for the Ages Expo weekend, live from Carlisle, Pennsylvania. This is a glimpse into why Andy Cook's show resonates so deeply with so many of us. And this is Star Wars, Prototypes and Production.
From Coruscant to Tatooine, and every planet in between, Star Wars, Prototypes and Production, with your host, David Quinn.
Vader.
It's a trap!
Yes, Master.
We're gonna have company!
Have to stand and fight.
The more you tighten your grip, darling, the more star systems will slip through your fingers.
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
The Force will be with you, always.
This year's Toys for the Ages Expo runs from Friday, July 25th through Sunday, July 27th. The show is a 2-day event, with vendor setup occurring on Friday afternoon. I'll be setting up with Pete LaRose again, and I have my car packed and ready for what will be a 3-hour drive to Carlisle. The temperature this morning is already in the 80s, and it will be in the high 90s by the afternoon. We're also expecting some thunderstorms too, all of which will make setup an interesting affair. While we head to the show, let's hear from our friends from the New England area as they make their way south to Pennsylvania. Here's Kevin Mann checking in along the way.
All right, this is Kevin Mann from Caveman Toys. We are headed out to the Toy Expo, the Toys for the Ages Toy Expo. What did I say, 635 miles? A 635-mile trip, the farthest, Bangor, Maine. And I have next to me here.
What's up, David? Chris Letty here, Letty's Collectibles. Got a good group of guys here. We got a whole bunch of inventory. We got coming to Toys for the Ages. Looking forward to it. This will be my first time down. Hoping to see a lot of great people and find some good stuff.
Yeah, this is actually my 5th trip down. And in the front seat I have...
Alex Coulthard from Armada Toy Hunters. We have about $25,000 in vintage plastic packed into my truck and trailer. Trying to bring smiles to people's faces and watch their wallets dwindle away.
And then we have Justin driving. Justin's a auxiliary member of the group, taking the helm. So we'll be looking for grails and fun time. See you there.
I've just arrived to Carlisle, to the Carlisle Expo Center for the Toys for the Ages Expo. I'm so excited. There are a number of cars here already. I would say 30 or 40 cars just in this area of the parking lot. And on the side, there are a number of U-Haul trucks and vans. People are loading and unloading right now, and it looks great. It's so nice to be back here. I'm glad that we have this time to come back. And it's funny, I was just thinking about this coming up. It was exactly a year ago that we had the show in 2024, and it was on a Friday. It was at the end of July, and it was the same week as San Diego Comic-Con, where Hasbro had announced the Cantina playset as its next HasLab. And so today they're going to announce their next HasLab project as well. I had it on good authority that it was going to be the Republic gunship from the Clone Wars. We'll see if that holds up. That's what all the rumors have pointed to. There's a possibility it could be a Sandcrawler, but I think it really is going to be the Republic gunship, and which would be a nice change of pace for HasLab. Something interesting, and hopefully Hasbro will put a different spin on it as well too, and make it more detailed, and maybe even make it able to carry an ATTE, which would be really nice. But anyways, we'll see how that is. I can't believe a year's gone by, but I am back in the Carlisle Expo Center. Okay, I think this is the earliest that I've gotten here, and it's nice. A lot of the tables are empty. A lot of people are coming in. There are actually people that are constructing shelving units and entire grading systems, which is amazing. People really take the show seriously, and they do a great job with it. I'm always really impressed by how this is. Standing here in the center, you can really see everything, which is nice. I'm setting up with Pete, and he is right now stuck in traffic, so he won't be here, I think, for about another hour or so. And then I just heard from Chris Letty, who is coming in from New Hampshire area, and he'll be joined by two of the guys from Maine, Alex Coulthart and Kevin Mann. And they said that, with traffic and with everything, they won't be coming in till 7. So they'll have about an hour to set up, I think. I think it runs till 8 o'clock. But so it does look like it's going to be a pretty busy show. Every table is sold out, and I think Andy has a list of people that are trying to get in to be vendors. So when the show grows like it should, then I think there will be many more opportunities. But right now, it's interesting to see it the way it is. This really is a beautiful building. I came here 4 years ago for the first time, and I had one of the best times I've ever had at a toy show. It really is on the highlight reel of the top experiences at a toy show. I'll never forget it. I met some wonderful people. And speaking of wonderful people, I have a gentleman walking toward me now who is just the best.
What's up, my man?
How are you? Bob Mistrell, Uncle Bob.
Always good to see you, Dave.
How are you doing?
I am good. Hot, but good.
Yeah,
Life is
it's
good.
a little hot in here. I heard the air conditioning is...
It's sketchy, but they're supposed to be doing something with it. It was great before, but now it's a bit hot.
Okay.
But life is good, man. The shop is killing it.
Really?
Shelly and I are having a great time.
I love that. It's awesome.
Dude, she's got so many girl toys in there. We're like... all the women around that collect come to us because we got this great selection.
That's such a smart
Shelly's
idea,
killing it. She'll be here in a little while. Probably about 4 o'clock.
Does she have a favorite line?
Not really. I know she likes ponies and she likes strawberry shortcake. You know, Gem was a favorite of hers as a kid. Yep. So she's been kind of collecting that, which is cool.
Very nice. I think one of our friends will be bringing some strawberry shortcake pre-production stuff as well.
Oh, really?
I think so. That's
wow.
So we'll see. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So there'll be a few items showing up here, and
Is that Pete?
No.
Okay. Somebody else?
Yeah. But
awesome.
Yeah. As soon as
we're half
it
set
comes,
up
I'll let
down
you know.
there. She'll be doing the girl stuff when she got to.
Okay.
I got all my stuff set up.
Have you picked up anything for your personal collection lately that has been really exciting for you?
No, man, I'm stalling because, I get some stuff comes in the shop. Mm-hmm. Like some old Gremlin stuff, and I'll keep it. I did get, I don't think I've talked to you since then. I got my hands finally on a brown snake Yoda.
Did you really? Okay.
Carded.
Oh, wow.
I got it for like 2.5.
Hello. How are you?
Guys?
How's it going, dude?
Good to see you. How are you doing?
You know, just getting here late.
Little warm?
Oh my God.
A little toasty.
I gotta work.
Yeah, I know. So, I've been hunting for a good one for a fair price. I got one.
A carded one, you're saying?
Well, I didn't even want a carded one.
Just a loose. Okay.
I'll be happy with loose, but I got a carded one for $250. Wow. Yeah, brown snake. So, get this. A week later, a tri-logo walks in the shop.
Oh my gosh.
A brown snake tri-logo. And I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it because it was
understandable.
I got a really good deal.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now
that's amazing.
I'm looking for them for like years, trying to get a good one, and now I have 2.
Do you know what kind you got as far as the carded one, the domestic?
Oh God, I got a picture. Hold on. I think it's Jedi.
Okay.
That might take me a sec.
There were very few that were produced on Empire cards, and I want to say it changed right around the 41D back, if I have that right.
Oh, so you would know better than me, Dave. I'm not up on that. It's an Empire.
Oh, okay.
It is an Empire.
That's a 47 back. Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah.
You don't really see them often.
No, it was killer. And
very nice.
There's the one I walked in.
Oh my
God. Logo. I about fell over.
Yeah.
That walked in, and that walked in. All in the same group.
So that is a Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker, Luke Jedi.
Yep.
And
green saber.
I'm guessing. Do you know, is that a 65 back or a 77 back?
I don't remember. I don't think I have a picture of the back. And then
Beautiful
Roomba walked in.
Yeah.
With the coin.
Mm-hmm.
And
Darth Vader.
Vader.
And that's on the alternate card, so that's where it's a close-up of him and he's pointing as well too. So I think that's 77 back.
And then Monoman.
Oh,
a card of the
beautiful.
Monoman. They all walked in.
Power of the
same
Force.
time. Yeah. Those are the ones I kept.
Those are gorgeous.
The other ones are getting sold. There's like probably another half a dozen other figures that I wasn't, in love with. Those I had to keep.
And you can't go wrong with the brown snake Yoda.
You know what? This came in too after that. Hold on, you would know what it is.
Oh. Now, is that a snap cape?
It's a snap cape with the brown blaster.
Oh.
That's what they're supposed to have.
The hair looks actually a little lighter too, but you're right. So
he's an early
it's
Jedi.
a brownish gray blaster, as opposed to the gray one.
He's supposed to have the brown. Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Wow. That walked in the door in somebody's childhood collection. And I was like, whoop, that's going home.
Anytime I find a snap cape, I always grab it. And the Palace blasters are actually harder to get than the lightsabers.
I believe it.
I think I have 110 green lightsabers.
Oh, really?
And I have something, And I have something that's like maybe like 20 blasters because it just,
nice.
Few and farther between. But very nice.
Yeah, so I mean, stuff comes in the shop here and there, and I'll just hang on to it.
Okay. How do you think the show will be this weekend?
Oh, God, the air conditioning is going to suck, but if they don't get it, I don't know. That's my big worry. But crowd-wise, I'm probably going to have twice the form. He's got a lot of interest on social media.
I believe it.
We've been pushing the show out in our shop a lot. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of our regulars will be here tomorrow and Sunday. And I think it's going to be a great show. We got a lot of good vendors. Got a lot of new vendors. Mm-hmm. Angel Bear Customs over there. They're all about 3D printed.
Setup here?
Yeah, they specialize in Care Bears. She collects. He's a 3D print guy. He does design work. Mm-hmm. They make these really cool 3D printed cloud shelves to put your bears and stuff on.
Oh, that's really smart.
And they did a really nice. We met them not that long ago. They came out to the shop, and the second time they visited, they brought us this gift. It was absolutely amazing. It was the Uncle Bob's Vintage Toys logo, and he 3D printed it out, and it's a card holder.
Oh, like a business card.
Business cards. It's so cool, and they're so nice. So, Angel Bear Customs is here.
And Angel Bear Customs is across from Play Like a Girl Retro Toys, so that's nice.
Mitch, they're great people. Of course, Eternity Dreams is here. They always bring the heat.
They have the craziest setup I've ever seen, where they build almost like a castle as well, too, around rating and stuff, too. It's very cool.
Yeah, they're really good people. And just a lot of the vendors looking who's around.
I have to say, everybody here,
there's a lot of really
we've gone out
guys,
to eat with them over the years, and we've hung out, and I've had just a wonderful time with every single person. It's just, it's like a family.
Yeah, absolutely. And then these guys, you got to watch these guys. What's up, man? How you doing, Ralph? Ralph and Dave. I forget the name of their business. They do 3D printing. They do life-size IG-88s.
Oh, yeah.
Battle droids. All that. They do some amazing work.
So they have the IG-11 that has the Baby Yoda in the center, too. That's really cool.
That's Ralph and Dave.
Very nice.
Dave, what's your company again? What's your brand?
3D Plastics.
3D Plastics.
3D Plastics?
3D Plastics, that's them.
Very cool. Yeah. So, hi, I'm Dave.
I'm Dave, too.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
So I have seen
Dave,
your
this is my
stuff.
buddy Dave, and this is my other buddy Dave.
Hello. So I've seen your stuff. I think, did you set up at ToyCon NJ?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. And you have the IG-11 with Baby Yoda
Grogu,
in the center, Grogu.
Yeah.
And you have the Droideka, is that
Yep.
it? Okay.
We didn't bring him today, though.
Oh, okay. Did you bring anything new?
Yeah, always bringing new stuff, yeah.
Okay. What's something you can tease here?
Oh, are we actually recording?
Oh, yeah, we're talking.
Oh, I didn't even know that we were recording. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I thought you knew. I'm sorry.
No, so we've been recently focusing a lot more on like Looney Tunes and like Hanna-Barbera characters and
very
things like that.
nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna have like a crap ton of like Flintstones, Jetsons, Looney Tunes, things like that. We've been trying to like spread out what we do and kind of move on to different sectors.
Oh,
so
that's killer.
That's like
That's
the new
great.
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
like old Cartoon Network stuff and like old stuff from the 50s and 60s.
That'll be very popular.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah. so.
Any new Star Wars stuff?
Star Wars stuff, not at the top of my head. Once we unpack it, then I'll remember because we go through it so much.
Understandable.
I'm sorry.
No, understandable.
But no, the Droideka was the last life-size one that we did differently. The other is like Battle Droid, IG, Pit Droids, things like that. We constantly just keep rebuilding those and selling them, and we just keep remaking them. But
it makes sense because they're so nice. I mean, every time I see them, I always take pictures. And
yeah, we always have like we fully. They're all hand painted. We electrify most of them. We make them adjustable, movable, and it's really cool for a collector.
If somebody was interested in purchasing one or wanted to get in touch with you, what's the best way for them to do so?
Instagram for sure. 3D Plastics Corp on Instagram, and you can see all the pictures, everything we do. You can message us, and we can pretty much do anything you ask.
And it really is. I mean, I've seen you at a number of shows, and every time, I mean, it doesn't. It's always stunning. It never gets old. Like it's shocking to see, especially a lot of these things that we've seen on screen, to see them life size. It's really amazing.
People actually that's usually the largest comment or the most popular comment is that people are saying, I didn't realize how big this thing really was.
Completely. Even like the Droideka, like when that pulls up too, because that. How would you describe that? That's the almost like the battle droid.
It's a destroyer droid. So it's like it rolls into a ball and it like sets itself up on 3 feet, and then it has a shield around it. So a lot, like I said, another very common statement everybody makes is, "Oh, now I understand why they were so afraid of these droids, or why they were so."
They're massive.
Yeah, they're massive. Right. Yeah. Even the battle droids, I mean. They're, I'm 6'4", and they're just about my height. So
yeah, and they're always portrayed as being kind of silly and goofy. But when you see them in person, I mean, they do. Cool. Yeah, but they look somewhat intense. Very cool. So.
The Destroyer droid, especially.
Do you have a favorite that you've made so far?
So Pit Droid holds a close part to my heart because it was the first droid that we built together, and then we finalized, and it came out the way it did, and we were so happy with it. Initially, we had started building. Just a quick backstory: we had started building 3D printing for accessories for our toys.
Oh, okay.
And then we had one printer, Ender 3, and we were like, you know what? We should try to build this life-size Pit Droid. It took us like 2 months because we were doing it part by part.
Yeah.
And then we assembled it and sold lights in it, adjustable, painted it, and it came out so nice. We posted it, and somebody immediately made us an offer, and we took it. And we took that money, bought two more printers, and started building more of those. So that's how the business really took off. So Pit Droids kind of has a special place in my heart.
Sure.
But I'd probably say at this very point, my favorite item that we built is we built a T-800 Terminator skeleton.
Wow,
yeah. So we built a life-size Terminator. We built a custom base with skulls and everything. And we built the gun, and we lit him up. His eyes lit up. And we made him with a chrome-looking paint job. And, it just came out amazing.
That's incredible.
We sold it in Chicago at the Chicago Toy Show.
Oh, I can imagine that had to sell pretty quickly.
Yeah,
too.
It actually sold the first day within like 3 hours.
Oh, gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was really exciting, yeah.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, and I hope you guys have a fantastic show. I can't wait to see your setup as well, too.
I appreciate it.
Cool. So Pete and I just loaded up all of his stuff into the building and onto the table, and he's going to be arranging that now. It's funny, they put a new air conditioning unit into the building, and it's not quite working. So we are all wonderful puddles right now, and it's very warm in there. Holy cow! And it's a hot day. I don't think I said it before. It was 97 when I was driving. I think Pete said it was like 100 or 102 when he was coming in. So it's very warm. But it's looking good in there. Our buddy Spencer just arrived with his parents, and he said he has 60 to 70 totes. He just got a whole supply of Pokemon cards, more Pokemon stuff than you can imagine. But he has 60 to 70 totes. In there is Ghostbusters and every 80s and 90s line you can think of. And then, of course, he has tons of Star Wars stuff as well. And I was impressed, too. Pete brought a whole bunch of carded Star Wars figures. There's one in there that I've always wanted for my collection, so I might pick that up. Depending on the condition, I have to take a look at it, but it's a very special one. It's the alternate photo Gunner Return of the Jedi carded Luke Skywalker figure. That's always been a personal favorite of mine, one that I'd really love to have. I think he might also have what looks to be a clearish bubble. I want to say it's a 48 back Luke Hoth, which would be another one. So we'll see how this weekend goes, but those are two that I would definitely like to have. I brought 4 little totes with me, same thing that I brought with me to the Maryland Toy Expo. And so this will help with the war chest, and so I'm just going to bring in that stuff now. I was going to leave it in the car, but I was afraid it would get too hot, and it is. I can feel the bins already, but it's hot in there as well, too, so I don't know if there's much of a difference. But anyway, so I'm going to bring some of those in now, and then I'm going to take a lap around, just see if I see anything cool, and I'll be back. So I'm back here with Uncle Bob. It is 4:30, and there was something that you mentioned that you were looking for earlier, and I found one, so I came running and got you.
Yep.
Where are we right now?
We're looking at a booth here where he has Wicket, the Ewoks animated version, and that is the last figure that I need to complete my collection. I have all the other figures. I don't have every weapon, which I'll get them eventually.
And you've seen a number of Wickets, but there's always something missing.
Usually the spear's always gone. The spear's always gone. And this one has really nice paint, so I'm hoping I can get this from him. Just waiting for him to come back. He's busy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really excited. I appreciate it, Dave. Really do. Thank you.
I hope this works for you and you would complete your Star Wars collection. That would be amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, you have to come see it.
All right.
Come see it.
Okay, so that sound that you're hearing is the air conditioning pumping as fast and as heavy as it can. I was just witness to the first deal of the day, or at least the first deal that I saw. And so Bob, Uncle Bob as we know him, was able to make a deal with Spencer for the Wicket with the spear. And the spear is so hard to find. I was fortunate to get one a number of years ago, but I really haven't seen very many, especially at shows. You know, I've seen more Wickets than spears, but very happy that he was able to do that and to finish off his collection. He's thrilled. It's one of the nicest conditioned figures I've seen from the Ewoks line, and you know, if you're hunting the Wicket is the most expensive. You really want to get that in the best possible condition. So that was a total win for my friend, and that's the kind of stuff that makes us really happy. So it's nice here. Everyone seems to really like one another, and everyone knows each other here too, which is nice. I've witnessed a number of people seeing each other for the first time, maybe since the last show, and just handshakes and hugs all around, and there's just something really special about that. So I always look forward to those times.
Feels better now.
It does. Feels much better. So I'm walking around in the back section here. They have a Sinclair gasoline. I guess it's a real. It's two old gasoline pumps. They have to be from the 30s or 40s, which is really interesting. One is the Sinclair Dyno gasoline, and then another one is the Guarantee Fry Visible Texaco gasoline, and it's just I've never seen anything like this before. It's really interesting. Has the hose. Just an interesting decoration, but I'm in the back section here. It's a little quieter, and it's where all the tables are. So right next to this spot is where they cook the breakfast food and the lunch food. And people come back here and sit at the tables, take a little break from shopping the show, and then walk through again. It's interesting, there's also a little conference room as well too, with a fan that's blowing, and it's the coolest spot I think in the whole town right now. So that's nice. Spencer's still bringing in boxes and bins, and Pete's going through a few of them now, so I'm going to go join him. Checking in at 5:30. Pete's setup is about a third of the way done. He's been looking at stuff and buying stuff. Andy's setup is looking pretty good. So Andy Loney is here, and he is next to us. And then Eric Janicki, our friend Yanashe, is here as well. In fact, I'm going to stop in and talk to Mr. Yanashe now. Eric, how are we doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. What percentage have you set up so far?
About 30%. I don't know, maybe 40.
Okay. Now, what kind of stuff do you have with you today?
I got a mix of vintage and modern, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Turtles.
You do
like
have...
that.
So you have... I'm just coughing and choking.
Got some old Corgi.
You do have one of the most interesting lunch boxes ever in existence.
Yes.
Could you explain to me what this is?
This is something that you need in your collection. Do you have it?
I have it, yes.
Oh, but do you have the badge that goes with it? No, you don't. So this is the Clone Wars animated movie employee screening picnic lunchbox. That was, according to the sticker on the lunchbox, August 9th, 2008.
So when did the movie come out?
I don't know, 2008?
August 15th, 2008, so about a week later, yeah.
So this was, you go to a little picnic, they put a lunch in there, and you got this. And the cool thing is there's an alternate version with a vegetarian meal.
Yes.
So I don't have that one yet, so I'm on the hunt for that.
I think Ross Cuddy alerted everybody to it. Yes, that was interesting to find out.
And this is the badge, the screening badge that you would get to admit you to the movie and the luncheon.
Wow, that's really nice.
So there you go. Companion piece with this lunchbox. Do you have the badge?
I don't have the badge, so we might have to talk about that.
You don't look like you need that. Or you're not too excited.
You know what? I've seen it a few times, and I've had the instinct to buy it, but yeah.
All right, well, I can cut you a deal if you want it.
All right.
So I know you're going to ask me what's the one goofy thing that I'm dying to sell.
Absolutely. What's the one thing that you need to sell this weekend that you want to completely get rid of? What is the guac ball? The Ruth Bader Ginsburg episode. Was she in episode 1 or episode 2? I forget.
Know.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones, I think it was.
Yeah.
Those socks, right?
So I have a set of episode 1 soaps with little figures inside, right?
And the soaps look like they've been preserved beautifully.
Yeah, they look a mess.
So they look like a lab experiment that went wrong in each little container. So you have 8 of them. Okay.
Yeah. So I think this is the full set, but when I looked these up, I guess these little figures this is the only way they came, and so people buy these
to get the figures.
Yeah. So they'll I guess melt the soap or wash the soap away, and then have a little figure inside.
I spoke to a friend recently who said that when he was doing a show, he was bringing a lot of episode 1 and episode 2 stuff, prequel era, and that stuff he sold out of all of it.
Oh no, yeah. It's definitely hot right now. So, and you know me, I price my stuff pretty fairly, so I'm hoping to get rid. But someone has to come here and say, "Oh my gosh, this is exactly what I've been looking for: a set of soaps."
I have a feeling that'll be the first thing you sell tomorrow morning, so that'd be great. You have some really nice stuff, and your Star Wars memorabilia spans from the first movie all the way up through. The prequels,
all the
the
vintage
sequels.
stuff is going to be over here, but I definitely have a lot of modern stuff, a lot of stuff from the 90s during the dark times and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Now, are you going to be doing any sort of 20% off?
Oh yeah, I'm going to start everything at least 20% off. And then at some point, I'm going to go half off on most everything.
Oh, wow.
A lot of my vintage Star Wars and vintage Joe, I'll keep at 20% off. But yeah, at some point, everything's going to be half off.
Okay, well, that is certainly interesting. I'll be looking through. And you have some nice card backs here, too. You have
just a couple.
A pop-up R2-D2 card back for $30. That's
and
great.
Luke Poncho.
Luke Poncho as well, yeah. Those are great. Okay.
So Andy Loney just has a stack of them, too. He's got some nice ones.
Sure.
Right next door.
I'll have to tell my friend Matt Kraling about it because he's been...
Oh, no, I've actually that's set aside for him.
Oh, that's set aside for him? Okay, I'll buy it. I'll give you $35. Okay, well, so far this is looking pretty good. Do you think you'll be done with setup by 7 o'clock tonight when it closes?
We'll be back here at 6 a.m. So.
Okay. That's smart. And it looks like it's raining now, so hopefully that'll cool off things a little bit.
That humidity. Oh my goodness, that was the hottest I've been during setup ever.
I walked into the building within 5 minutes. I was soaked.
Well, you saw me.
Yeah.
I mean, I got sweat stains everywhere.
Yeah. You look like you were hanging out outside during the storm. It's perfect.
So, they finally got the air conditioning fixed though, because it wasn't working when we first got here, which was
that was a nightmare.
I mean, it is what it is, but that was not fun.
The show's looking pretty good so far, though.
It's going to be great. This is always a great show. Tons of vintage dealers. So if you're a buyer, this is a show to come to.
Is there anything you're looking for in particular?
Nope. I barely walk around because I'm here by myself. But when I do, it's if I see it, I'll know it when I see it type of thing.
Right.
So
I'm the same way. Okay. Well, I wish you the absolute best of luck. Yeah, and I'll come stop by and we'll chat for a little bit. So all right, good luck with the rest of the setup.
Care.
Breaking news.
Yep. They announced it.
So we have news, breaking news. The
gunship. It's the Republic gunship for the event. VOTC HasLab.
Oh, what a complete shock!
Wow, we're so surprised. No one could have seen this coming.
Nobody knew this for months.
Now 20% bigger.
Yeah. Oh, that's very cool.
It's the gunship on Viagra.
Oh wow, that is okay. So they just announced it.
Yeah.
So this is the new HasLab, and it is the gunship. Most people were expecting it. Some people mistakenly thought it was the Sandcrawler, but
most people were idiots.
I'll be interested to see what it comes with now as well.
Oh yeah, gotta be 2 pilots.
Okay.
You think they'd be
maybe Yoda?
You think Hasbro would be stupid enough to make the ball turrets tiers, or are they going to come standard?
No, they probably come standard.
You think? Is Hasbro going to mess this up like they did the Rancor?
They did okay for the Ghost, though.
Yeah, they did okay with the Ghost. Okay. So you would do the 2 pilots. So standard should be 2 pilots and the 2 turrets. Should be standard.
Right. And then 2 pilots. Okay.
2 pilots. So
maybe a gunner as the
add-on
tier as an add-on. Maybe a Yoda.
That's not bad. You could do the speeder bike that sits in the back.
Okay.
Decal. I mean, you could do details because like you can customize it like they did the Clone Wars ones.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think what else they could do. I mean.
Is there any other information right now?
The panel's live right now, so.
Oh,
big,
San Diego Comic-Con, yes.
It looks.
Never know what I'm going to be selling, Dave.
So tell me while he's looking for that, tell me what this is, because did you see my reaction to this? This is ridiculous.
So this is a Elizabeth Taylor as Cleopatra from her portrayal in the movie.
It's by Mattel, 20th Century Fox.
It's a Barbie.
And it's, how tall would you say it is?
I don't know. I mean,
okay, wait,
more
Steve just squealed like a girl.
Right, never mind. Go ahead.
They got a new Chewbacca sculpt.
Okay, back to Cleopatra.
So this might be the one thing I would love to sell this weekend. The non-Star Wars thing.
So non-Star Wars is that. Star Wars is the soap.
Yeah,
the soap packs for $100.
And I got 4 packs of Episode 1 Band-Aids, too. I wouldn't mind selling.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. I bet they still work. They're not completely dried up. It's fine.
They're new.
They're bookmarks at this point. Okay. Yeah, try not to knock over the life-size battle droid that's behind you.
I'm not going to lie, I'm nervous.
Yeah,
That's all 3D printed stuff. One thing falls over, that's a domino effect right there.
Yeah. Okay. So with a half hour left in setup, I made my first purchase at the toy show. And I picked up 2 brown Yoda snakes and 2 Rebel blasters. So one was a black blaster that goes with the Han Trench, and then the other one was a blue blaster, dark blue blaster that goes with the blue Snaggletooth. So I actually don't have I have a Han Trench, but I don't have the blaster. So that's great. And then I don't think I've ever had a brown snake Yoda before. And I know there are different variants, but I was just happy to get the snakes, and I got them for good prices. So it worked out pretty well. I'm walking back into the venue now. It's very quiet here. Most people have set up, and it's nice. You know, I think there's a nice level of trust here among vendors. Everyone seems to know one another. And everyone worked really hard to set up their booths and tables, and they look fantastic. So let me give you an idea of what's here. So there is a signed photo of Burt Ward and Adam West from Batman. And that's $250 with this certificate of authenticity. At one table there are, there are some He-Man, Masters of the Universe figures and books. I had those as a child, and they're some of my favorite things in the world. When I went to my first day at either kindergarten or, I think it was kindergarten, because I was getting on a school bus for the first time, and my parents got me one of the golden Masters of the Universe books. And I think if I had been nervous and was probably crying, I calmed down immediately, and I was just really excited to have that book, and that's what kicked off my first day at kindergarten. So that's one table. Let's see, there's another table here with some Smurfs, more female-focused dolls, figures. There's a Mr. T for our friend Ben Leach. There's some Snoopy figures as well. As you can probably hear, it's a little quieter now. Most people have set up, which is good. I thought for some reason that setup would go till 8 o'clock, but I think this is actually a pretty good time. I just spoke to 2 people who had driven 7 hours to be here, and they came in with the VIP admission, and are shopping the show now. Here's a nice table. So there's a sealed speeder bike for $225. A bagged Boba Fett with the original mail-in insert. It says note to consumers. Originally, our Star Wars Boba Fett action figure was designed to have a spring-launched rocket. The rocket has been removed from the product for safety reasons. If you are dissatisfied with the product, please return it to us, and we'll replace it with any Star Wars mini action figure of your choice. So there's also a 12-inch IG-88, a carded Darth Vader, the alternate photo, actually a really nice carded Lando General. I'll have to ask about that tomorrow, because this one's closed up now. There's the Care Bears booth that Bob was talking about earlier, and that has a ton of stuff. It's an amazing setup. They have fans overhead. We have like 80s rainbow curtains. They have a mannequin with a light-up Care Bears face. It looks like it's on a Christmas tree, actually. And then the walls all around that they set up, they're blue with clouds on them and rainbows. I'm in front of the Play Like a Girl Retro Toys booth as well. So they have things like the fish from Little Mermaid. can't remember its name right now, but they have the strawberry shortcake house. I'll call it like it's the Castle Grayskull of girls' toys. It's pretty huge. I forgot how big that actually was. They have some Rainbow Bright figures, a Rainbow Bright doll with Twink. Twink was the little, her little friend, little white friend, like furry friend that came with her, and that was $300. I'm not seeing. There's a lot of Star Wars stuff, but I think some of the vendors that you normally bring a lot more of the Star Wars stuff are coming tomorrow. But the show it offers such a diverse selection. I can't get over, one booth will have He-Man and Star Wars figures mixed with things like the Matchbox cars and then Barbie dolls. I'm seeing a lot of booths that are split between, I'll say male and female toys, although anybody, girls play with Star Wars and guys played with My Little Pony, but more female-focused toys are alongside more male-focused toys, especially through the 80s and 90s. But it's a really worthwhile show to come to. I have a feeling it'll be a little bigger soon.
25 minutes roughly until we have to close the doors because the Expo staff is leaving. We will have this open tomorrow at 6 a.m. So you can come here at 6 a.m. To do what you got to do, and then doors don't open until 8:30, so it'll give you 2.5 hours. But 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And again, if you get a chance to sign the banner over there, we'll have that banner up tomorrow too. Right there, where you sign that before you move to Gettysburg. So again, we appreciate it. Glad the air conditioner found on. It should be a good day tomorrow. So we appreciate it.
Okay, so that was Andy, and as he said, there's 25 more minutes left, and it's going by very quickly. This went by too quickly, actually, but it's been nice to be here, and the air conditioning's running now, and things are going a lot more smoothly. At 7 o'clock, Andy closed down the venue for the night. The plan among the vendors and attendees was to meet at Pizza Boy Brewing, described as a relaxed haunt with a huge selection of craft beer and a large menu of Italian dishes, pizza, and subs. The restaurant was located 20 minutes from the venue. Approximately 14 of us met up for dinner. The restaurant was buzzing with activity, and most of the indoor tables and areas were taken. So we sat together at a large stretch of tables in an enclosed patio. It wasn't nearly as warm as it had been earlier that day, and with the sun heading toward the horizon, the occasional breeze that came through the open windows felt refreshing. Most of our table mates ordered pizza by the slice, which were oversized and fluffy. I decided to get a smashed double patty hamburger and french fries. As the drinks flowed and the conversations became more relaxed, we shared photos of our latest pickups, our collection room displays, and we chatted about the relevant topics of the moment, like Hasbro's latest HasLab announcement at San Diego Comic-Con that evening. As we were finishing eating, the New England crew finally arrived, as traffic bogged down their trip and added a handful of hours to it. While New Hampshire collector and fellow Ahsoka-holic Chris Leddy wolfed down his first meal in many hours, he and I had the opportunity to spend some time in person and to properly catch up on life. And moments like that are what the Toys for the Ages Expo provide. Time at the show, time together away from it, time to connect and to really grow these friendships. We stayed there until 10 o'clock and then returned to our hotels to cool down and to get some much-needed rest after a busy and eventful day. Tomorrow, Saturday, would be the first official day of the show, and it would be the final Saturday in Carlisle. one last exciting ride here at the Toys for the Ages Expo. I'm off to bed. I will see you bright and early in the next episode for part 2 of the Toys for the Ages Expo weekend. We'll explore the show and we'll talk to our collector friends. And we might even meet some new ones. Here on Star Wars, Prototypes and Production.